Hello everyone, welcome to vlog 24 of Wool Hobbies Vlogs. My name is Linda, I'm also known as Wool Hobby. I live in the Netherlands with my husband Rob, who is also known as Wool Robbie. And we have 3 children. Lars is 27, Sven is 25 and Kirsi is 20. And they all moved out, but they are visiting and staying over on a regular basis, which we like very much. I am a Bowen therapist. I have a clinic at home and a clinic on a 1-hour drive from here. And but I also have a web shop with hand-dyed yarn, knitting needles, knitting notions, and my own knitting designs. Welcome. I would love it if you hit a like and subscribe, because that does really help to bring other knitters to this channel. So that will be much appreciated. I don't think this will be a super long vlog today, because I did have a lot to tell in the Dutch vlog, but those were loads of events where I am vending or which I'm attending, and that is not really interesting to you. So this will probably be a shorter one, but what I can tell you about is my anthology throw that is finished. This is in the advent calendar yarn my friend Esther dyed for me. And I did start in December, but then this project was off the radar for a while. And well, you know, bright and shiny new things. And but then we went on holiday 2 weeks ago, and I brought this, and I was completely obsessed with finishing it. Which I did. So the last time I recorded, I was here and I was still in the rows that contained 576 stitches, I think. But in this yarn over row, the small yarn overs, you double the stitches to 1100. What is it, 52 or something. So one row, one round took me 26 minutes. So it did take a lot of hours to finish it, and it did take a tremendous amount of time to do the I-cord bind off. The anthology throw is a pattern by Helen Stewart, and she has a different bind off in the pattern, but I did my regular I-cord bind off, knit two through the back loop together, place them back on the left hand needle, knit two through the back loop, etc. And so it did take me a little more yarn. So in the bind off, I lost yarn chicken twice. This is where I ran out of this yellow color. And because I already thought about starting a new color while I started the bind off, because otherwise I was worried I wouldn't make it, I did have a little leftover of the penultimate color, And so then I used that, and that provided me with, let me see, this. So this was my first color, and then I had the penultimate color, I had a leftover, and I used that. And I ended up here, and then I had this much left when I ran out of yarn for the second time. So I dug up my Ollivander colorway, and this is the same yarn base, and my Ollivander colorway is, well, it does fit really well with the colors in this shawl. I was thinking I was only going to use this to snuggle up under on the couch, but I have been wearing it every day, and I'm wearing it like this. Let me stand up for a second. I am folding it about here, and then I just put it on and wear it like this. And it is so nice and warm and snuggly and I am so obsessed by this pattern. I was about to cast on another one right away. I am dyeing up sets for 2 people that want to knit an anthology throw in hand-dyed yarn, and they asked me to dye up their mini skeins. I'm going to take this out now because I have been out and about several times wearing this shawl, and every time there was somebody that said there's still a stitch marker in there. I was like, yes, leave it there because I still have to record a vlog. Anyways, I am dyeing up sets of mini skeins for people who want to knit the anthology throw. And there is someone who wants to knit it, but she decided to go for 5 colors. And that's also something you can do, and you can go for 1 color, or you can make it a fade, or you can use mini skeins, or you can use scraps, but it is an awesome pattern to knit. What a joy, really, truly, what a joy. So, my anthology throw by Helen Stewart. I started it on I think it was my Christmas Eve cast on. Let me check. Ooh, I should have checked that before recording. Revelry. Yes, it was my Christmas Eve cast on, and the bind off was May 3rd. And I can't wait to knit another. But I also am contemplating the Habitation throw by Helen Stewart. I really like her patterns. So, but I am taking it easy because that will be a nice pattern for my next advent, right? I have another finished object, and that is my string of light socks. The stitch markers are still in here. Stitch marker, a light bulb marker every 10 rows, and they were in this sock first, and then I'm knitting the second one, and then every 10 rows I am moving 1 stitch marker to my work in progress, so that I end up with 2 socks that are the same size. This is a pattern by Sock Witchery. It's really, really well written, and I especially like the way that the heel flap is knitted. I have never tried this way before. Before I started the heel flap, I was wondering if I would end up with a nice crisp heel flap, because you knit the first and the last stitch always, and when I am doing a heel flap, most of the time you slip the first or the last stitch, mostly the first stitch. So then you have an elongated stitch and you pick that up. But these are all knitted or purled, just follow the directions in the pattern. But you end up with a nice line of purl bumps that are so easy to pick up. And there are no holes and there are no gaps or anything. And I really, really like the look of it. It's really nice and crisp. So I did learn something new in this sock as well, which I like. This is the Blue Moon Fiber Art Colossal Socks, and it's the 10 Lords a Leaping colorway. It was a cast on, I think this was my Christmas Eve cast on. Well, I have Ravelry here, so why not check that out right away. Oh, String of Lights. Oh, I did not put in the bind off date yet. I did not finish the project in Ravelry, so that's what I wanted to say. But I cast on November 21st, and I'm kind of surprised, by the way, because I really thought that this was my Christmas Eve cast on, which would be December 24th. I cast on November 24th. I said 21st, sorry, 24th. And December 24th would be Christmas Eve, and I thought I remembered to have cast this on Christmas Eve, because the colorway is 10 Lords a Leaping, which is a reference to the 12 Days of Christmas song. Okay, well, not important. Anyways, I finished them. String of Lights by Sock Witchery, Lindsay Shank. And I absolutely love the finished pair. And it's such a nice and easy pattern and very well written. So if you are new to sock knitting, or if you are an avid sock knitter and you just want to knit a nice and easy pattern and maybe learn something new along the way, this is really a recommendation. String of Lights. The Colossal Sock is a little heavier yarn than regular sock yarn, so it's a sturdy, squishy sock. I'm not going to wear them now because we are going into spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, so I'm going to put them away, and that way I will have a nice new pair of socks once we go into autumn again. Then I have a new cast on. I am using my own merino bamboo, and this is the colorway Summer in France, and I'm knitting a sock, plain vanilla, but on Addi Crazy Trio. These are the same as the same idea as the Neko needles and Haya, what are they called? Haya flyers. Yes, that's it. I think I have the shorter ones, because you also have one that has a longer flexible piece in the middle, I think, I'm not sure. But I am carrying these in my web shop, and I really think I ought to know how to knit socks on them. I did knit socks on them years ago, but now that I am carrying them in the web shop, I really think I should be able to tell something about it. For example, this coming Saturday when I'm at a yarn festival vending in the north part of the Netherlands, Jouren onder de wol. I cast on 72 stitches, 27, 72 stitches, and I did a ribbing, knit one through the back loop, purl 2, and this gives such a nice and crispy cuff. Really, really beautiful because of the knit through the back loop as the second knit stitch. It will be plain vanilla for the rest of the sock, and I do think I have I'm not sure if you call this a lather. Well, you can see it here, where my where the needles start and end. It's not as crispy as I would like it to be, and I decided not to care, because this is kind of my practice pair. But I am pretty sure that it has to do with ending with a purl 2 and starting with a knit 1. Because now that I've reached the leg and just doing plain stockinette, it's way better. It's not completely gone, but maybe you can still see it a little bit running down here, but I decided not to care. I'm going to knit a pair of socks on these Addy Crazy Trios. I'm going to take them with me when I'm vending this weekend, so that people can see how it works. They might want to try a little bit, and yeah, I think that if you really want to get familiar with something new, like knitting a pair of socks on these Crazy Trio needles, you just might want to take your time for 2 or 3 pairs to get really comfortable with them. I just had someone picking up an order from the web shop, and we were discussing sock needles, and I also started a while ago already a pair on 9-inch circulars, and this is also not my go-to needle for sock knitting, but I carry them in the web shop, so I really think I should try this and get to know this way of sock knitting. I did knit on 9-inch circulars before, but now that I'm really carrying it in the web shop, I am, well, a little more curious and motivated to knit on these needles. So I will also bring these to the fiber festival where I'm vending so that people can try things out, see what they like best. And I am also, this is my settle base, which is a sturdy, little more rustic sock yarn. And this is my merino bamboo base, so that also gives a good idea of the different kind of yarns. So I'm bringing all these things with me. I'm really busy today. I have the dye pans going. I am winding mini skeins for the anthology throw order, but also for the Fiber Festival. And I am getting everything ready because tomorrow is a Thursday and then I will be in my Emmeloord clinic. So I can't prep anything tomorrow. So I need to do it today. That's okay. There will be a giveaway in vlog 25. I have mentioned it and explained it in vlog 23, the one before this one. And if you are interested in winning the tiny bag with needles and stitch markers and a shawl pin, and well, there are all kinds of different things in the bag. If you are interested in winning that, you can return to vlog 23 and check out how you can enter. And I will do the giveaway in vlog 25, so next week or something. So go check that out. I do want to promote another YouTube channel each time I record a vlog, and this time I would like to promote a lovely yarn, which is the channel, which is Amber's channel. She is a knitter, but there are also other fiber crafts and a tour around the garden, and it is really nice to watch her vlogs. So if you are done watching this one and you don't want to leave your knitting bubble, go check out Amber, a lovely yarn. I am trying to think if there's anything more I need to tell. I did not bring all my projects upstairs because I did not knit much on my other projects because I was totally obsessed by the anthology throw and finishing my string of lights. So the other projects that are usually in rotation didn't get much love this time. So I didn't bring them, but I will bring them again next time. And I wanted to do the next part of my Ravelry library review, but I didn't do it in the Dutch vlog, and I want to keep the same pace for the Dutch and the English vlog, because otherwise it will be way too complicated and things will be left out and forgotten, and so I'm going to save that for the next time. I loved that you took your time to watch the vlog. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I wish you happy knitting, and I see you next time. Bye bye!